And he seems genuinely fed up. So, look, we said it before, we'll say it again. This guy is what Joe Rogan wishes he was. Joe Rogan wishes he was like, sharp and savvy and political, like a George Carlin or a Bill Hicks, who they say things that are really smart while also joking. But Joe Rogan is not that. He's not. And Bill Burr is. And I know I keep coming back to this, but I am so fucking curious how much Bill Burr knows is going on with Joe Rogan, right? How much is he aware? I'm sure he can't not be aware that Rogan had on Donald Trump and basically jacked him off, had on JD Vance, has on Elon Musk and Peter Thiel and all these Zuckerberg, all these fucking oligarch, robber baron, fascist assholes. And he's got to be disappointed in his boy because they came up the exact same way at the exact same time. Same comedy scene, similar age. They became entertainers together. And here's one who's gone down the dark path, and here's the other who's maintained integrity. So, love that. He's just berating a reporter here. Can't get enough of it. We also have him, he's on some radio show here, and he's going right back to his fuck the billionaires bit, which I can't get enough of.
These people that run corporations, they're heartless people. And I had a friend of mine got a gig with interviewed for a job at a corporation on the East Coast, got the job, and then they placed her out in I don't know, San Diego or something. And she got to know somebody in HR. She goes, I don't understand. They have, offices all over the place. Why did they bring me all the way out here? And they go, oh, they do that on purpose. They move you away from your family and friends so you have less options of quitting. So they're literally breaking up families. They're heartless, horrible people. And this is the thing. You go to a red state, you go to a blue state. The regular Joe is a good guy. He just wants enough money to be able to feed and clothe his family and make his rent. Why is that? You have $1 billion. Why do you need to take that away from people? Like that guy on Amazon going, I want my workers to go to bed terrified, wake up terrified, go to work terrified. It's just so we have to feel how you felt in high school?
I've never heard a better rallying cry for the working class than that. He said, the average Joe's a good guy. He's talking about the working class, right? But he's basically like, these corporate cocksuckers are the fucking worst, and they're ruining people's lives, and it's all for more profit, right? Look, you guys should go down the rabbit hole if you haven't yet. Just go type stock buybacks into YouTube. Type stock buybacks Robert Reich, R-E-I-C-H, and just watch the videos. And you'll see how our economy is a complete house of cards. It's totally fake. Basically, they've been juicing the numbers for the owners and the executives and the shareholders while fleecing workers since literally the 1980s. Stock buybacks were illegal. It was stock manipulation. It was illegal until Ronald Reagan. Then he made it legal, right? And now workers' wages are stagnant. People are fucking struggling. And meanwhile, the top 1% is running out the back door with all the fucking money. And this is what he's talking about. There's now a culture around this. There's a parasitic culture around being a wealthy elite and at the top of a corporation where your whole existence is to shake down your workers as much as humanly possible. And it's amazing to me, there aren't more people talking about it, right? You shouldn't have to come to a left-wing YouTube host, political commentator like me, or a comedian like Bill Burr to understand what's going on. And what happened is the right did a bait and switch. Instead of talking about the real villains, the 1%, the billionaires, the oligarchs, the robber barons, the corruption and money in politics, which has rigged the system, instead of talking about the real villains, what do? Blame the trans person. Blame the immigrant. The person who has no money, no power, struggling to get by. It's hard for a trans person to even get a fucking job. They're the problem? They're the problem inside. They're not hurting anybody. They're not hurting anybody. And thankfully, somebody's out there who's in the comedy realm that's speaking truth to power because, as you all know, that whole sphere is a fucking hellscape now. With Rogan's influence and all the right-wing hack edgy comedians, fake edgy comedians, where they're just like, I'm going to say something offensive, and if you react, that's because you're a bitch. And it's like, is the point here comedy, or is the point here you're just trying to feel like an edgy special little boy? Right? Oh, you said the thing nobody else would say, bro. That's amazing, bro. Well, where does that fucking track eventually lead? It leads to just saying Nazi shit unironically. It's yeah, you said the thing nobody says because it's fucking stupid and genocidal, right? And so that's where that track leads, and that's how you elect a fucking monster like Trump. And thank God some people have their head screwed on right. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.